Hey, it's Brian Kaiser, the face of Growth Coaching Systems Network, and this is the GCS Network podcast. Welcome. Today, we're going to be touching on a few points of the value of competition and how people fear that and how they don't utilize competition maybe in the best way to progress their dreams, their goals, and their life. So we're going to touch on that. We're also going to have in the studio here in the Creative Lounge, commonly known as my office, we're going to have Jay, the video guy of Laray Media. He's going to come in and we're going to ask him a few questions, get to know Jay a little bit, get to know how he works with the GCS network and the team here in the network, which will be a very interesting and enlightening story to hear because Jay has traveled many, many miles in his 22 years. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get right into the value of competition. A lot of people, and you can follow this blog if you wish on gcsnetwork.tumblr.com, which I'll be posting this video along with I have blog posts that go up there daily. So on the blog post today, I put the topic is own it, play to win. A lot of people have come to me in the years that I've been coaching and ask me, Brian, help me get to the top. I want to go to Olympic Games. I want to do a Super Bowl. I want to play in NFL. I want to do these great things. And I say, okay, let's go sit down and talk about that and draw a picture of what it looks like. And in a lot of people's minds, what that looks like is the superstar, rock star on the red carpet with the spotlights and the glamorous people around in the fancy suit. And they don't understand that what it really looks like is the guy that's puking his guts out, laying face down in the dirt, sweaty, dirty, muddy, messed up hair, no cameras, no lights, probably not even a coach or anyone around because he's just busting his ass to get it done. Okay, he has to do everything in his power, has to put everything in his being into becoming the best. And that's a picture a lot of people have a hard time understanding. So why do I say there's a problem or a fear in competition? Fear in competition is winning. People fear winning. You know why they fear winning? Because if you win, that means you have to work extra hard to get there. If you want to become the winner, you have to do all those extra things. And that's not fun. That's not easy. That's not cool. That's not something that everyone wants to be doing. So what you end up doing is kind of doing the half-ass thing. You kind of tiptoe around it and you see what your competition's doing and you get into a point of complacency because you're doing what you wanted to do as your goal and your dream, but you're really not putting in that extra effort to become the best. And the reason is because you fear, because what does that look like? How much work does that entail? How much more time or money or merchandise or staff or bigger building or whatever it's going to take to become the best and the winner? That's a lot of work. So I talk in the blog about the value of competition and how people fear winning. I think in our schools and in a lot of places that is being taught we should work to the lowest denominator, not the highest. Because if we work to the lowest, then everybody wins, right? I mean, it's easy because everybody gets a trophy at the end of the day. In fact, your little leagues, you could have a kid that bats and hits a home run every single time, and the kid that gets up to bat and never even hits the ball, he's going to get a trophy too. And there's not any nurturing of the kids that really are doing and progressing well. It's a lot of extra on the parent, it's a lot extra on the athlete, it's a lot of extra on everybody if you want to go that extra mile and do that. So really, read the whole blog. It's really good. Really gets into some deep points about how we should value competition because the competition between our competitors and us improves us as much as we improve them. So by helping as many people, competitors, as we can to be the best they can be, they in turn help us to be the best we can be. And that's a lot of extra work and it's a lot of extra miles to run and it's a lot of fun if you really value it and look at it right. Competition is not negative. I think competition is the greatest thing there ever was. I love it. I love anyone that wants to compete with me in any sport. I've been, I was a competitor in gymnastics, I'm a competitor in bodybuilding, competitor in racquetball. I've done, I've run the gamut of many, many things, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And now I help people in business connect to the right people to help them compete at that best level. So, coming up, like I told you, Jay the Video Guy with Jay Laray Media. He's going to be here in my office in the creative room. We're going to bring him in. He's going to talk to us a little bit about his journey. He is nominated for 3 Emmys. He's already won a very prestigious award for promotional video work. He was one of 15 people in the entire world to win this award. So that, coupled with his journey to get where he is today, is going to be absolutely an amazing story. So don't miss that.
Hello, I'm Robert Gutierrez with T-Mobile Business Markets, and I'm here to talk to you today about your wireless plan. If you're here right now, you're probably ready to make a change. You're tired of contracts, being charged for international data roaming. You're tired of being charged for international texting. Here at T-Mobile, we have the perfect solution for all of that. We are the Un-carrier. As a business owner, as an IT executive or an IT manager, the last thing you need to worry about is your wireless plan or your wireless bill. We've completely eliminated contracts. We've eliminated international data roaming charges, and we've also gotten rid of international texting charges, all to make your life easier, to make your business run smoother, and to have an immediate impact on your pocket. Let us help you. Call me, fill out that form, let's connect today. How can I help you?
Hey, welcome back. Brian Kaiser, the face of Growth Coaching Systems Network. Welcome to the GCS Network podcast. I have with me Jay, the Video Guy, Jay of Laray Media, here in the studio. Now, before we turned back on the camera and we got the podcast going again, then we were talking and Jay was telling me about being a little nervous about being on this side of the lens because he's usually on that side of the lens. And I said, but you're the video guy. You're Jay, the video guy. You're Mr. Fun Guy, and you're a little nervous. So
that's the reason why I'm nervous. That's the reason why I'm behind the camera, is because I don't like to be on
You don't like to be on the camera? Well, hey, you know what? The world wants to know who you are. The world wants to know what you do, and the world wants to know why you do that. So let's get down to asking a few questions and tell us a little bit in just like a minute or two here, just let you run with it. Tell us a little bit about your journey to getting from where you were in Los Angeles to where we are today, just in the short version.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about Jay.
Okay.
And Jay Laray Media.
Is there a short version to this? I don't know. But all right, yeah. I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles. My mom raised me and my 2 sisters by herself. Once I graduated high school from in LA, I moved to Arizona, went to Flagstaff, Arizona, where I went to Northern Arizona University. And I got a little bit that I didn't expect because, it's Arizona and it snowed all the time in Flagstaff. So
you weren't used to that. LA's a little bit different climate, huh?
Oh, my goodness, man. My first year up there, there was so much snow, I couldn't even believe it, man. I was like walking to class.
Did you learn to ski?
Oh, no.
Well.
5 years and no skiing.
No, 5 years and no skiing? Okay, we're sending you back and you're going to learn to ski and then you can come back and be Jay the video guy again, okay?
Yeah. No, but I did have a lot of fun up there in Flagstaff, and once I was done having all my fun, I really got into video production with NAU TV services, where I was working with sports productions, basketball, football, soccer, recording those games. I just worked in camera operator, and once I really decided, all right, man, I like this video production stuff. I really want to get into it. I was just so happy to be blessed with an internship with Northern Arizona University's marketing department. They were in need of video work, and they were like, well, we have students here. We have a great, film production program here. Let's, put together a team. And so they hired me on, and they hired my friend Jenna Leiter, and we just, spent, my last 2 years of school working every day to turn the video team from, just 1 or 2 small videos for orientation to promotional videos, documentaries, everything you could think of. We were shooting for the university, and my last semester there, we shot a promotional video for a comprehensive fundraiser to raise $100 million in student scholarships. And that video ended up winning the Broadcast Education Association's Best of Festival for Student Nonfiction promotional video. And like you were saying, that was, like, we were only one of 15 people in the world.
In the world the whole world that gets to have that honor.
Year,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
now that video has gone on, and you are currently nominated for 3 different categories of Emmys.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain Student Emmy Awards coming up next or in a couple weeks now. We got nominated for Best Directing, Best Editing, and Best Cinematography. And so I'm super excited
that's pretty
about
powerful.
that. Super
that's
excited about
pretty
that.
powerful.
Super excited about
so
that.
in moving from that and getting the awards, you were telling me before we flipped on the camera that your decision to move here to Houston happened within 3 weeks of graduation. You decided, I guess you were looking at a job in San Diego, San Francisco, something like that, and that kind of fell through, and you were like calling up a cousin of yours that happens to be a mutual friend. Well, he's a relative of yours and a friend of mine. But you called him up and you said, "Hey, I'm coming to Texas."
Yeah, it was very spur of the moment.
I guess to end a lot of confusion about Jay the Video Guy and how he works here with us at Growth Coaching Systems Network, and he works in building his business. Tell us a little bit about how you function with the network and what that's doing for you being a part and being around all of the energy and inspiration and fun things that we bring in this office.
Yeah, definitely. So I was in Flagstaff after I had graduated, or I walked the stage in December of 2013. I was just there working, with the video production team, and I had a couple interviews, and I didn't get the jobs that I wanted, and I was really like, I'm ready to just go start my own. I'm like tired of waiting for opportunities. I'm ready to create my own opportunity. And that's when I talked to my cousin. I was like, he was telling me, how great it is to start your business down here in Texas. And after 3 weeks of planning, I was down here. I told my parents like a week before I was leaving.
Yeah, I heard you're in a little trouble with Mom. Mom, he's sorry, but he's doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I, and when I got down here, I was able to meet Dennis Magoo, who is an amazing, life coach and business coach. He has been helping me get my business off the ground, showing me the ins and outs on how to run a business, a successful business. And in turn, I've been here in the office, making videos. I've been able to help Brian. I've been able to help Dennis and Carl Loop make some awesome videos that have been.
And we've also worked with Robert Gutierrez at T-Mobile and Elizabeth Newton with Buy My Funky House. We've had and you're fixing to do some other work with some of the other coaches, Mike Calderwood and Tony Gambone, and things that other people that we work with get you hooked up with that. But just to clarify, now I run Growth Coaching Systems Network. So the network is kind of an umbrella to all the other businesses that we support and that I promote and that I do a lot of connecting and content writing and other things for. So Growth Coaching Systems, Dennis Magoo is one of those pieces. The production's one of those pieces. Carl Loop with the marketing and the expert messaging is one of those. So we have several things. We have another radio show. I have a radio show coming out, Legal Eagle and the Coach, which actually starts October 15th on Blog Talk Radio. That's being produced by Tony Gambone of Tough Talk Radio Network, and David Altenburn, a very good friend of mine, very high-class attorney, is going to be joining me on that radio show. So we're going to get to do some more connecting with people and more getting the message out through that vehicle. But you when you met Dennis took you in and you guys, I introduced you guys, and then he took you in, and you're kind of, I guess Dennis is kind of incubating your business.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about how that's going. I mean, is that something, how much has that meant and brought to you as far as inspiration and clarity on where you want to go?
Oh my goodness, that being able to work in this office, with Dennis has really been like one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. Like he's so genuine, and he just like took me, under his wing, and he's like, giving me homework. He's like, this is what you need to do. Go here, get this. Go here, get that. And it's just like so inspiring to see him out of the kindness of his heart, want to help me, be better and run my business better. And so I'm like, man, whatever I can do to, make my process, easier and help anybody else's process be easier in that same sense. I mean, I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. And so he's been giving me that. He's just has all these gadgets. For some reason, he's an enthusiast on video, so he has all these gadgets. And I'm like, well, let me.
It's a big hobby of his. He has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot of cool things that I've been able to use to, make some pretty powerful pieces in the 3 months that I've been here. 3 months, I've already learned so much, not only about marketing, but building relationships, how to create an offer and get people into the door just so that they can see what you do. I think there are a lot of very important things from that aspect of running a business that a lot of people don't know and a lot of people don't understand. They'll never get that stuff. And so I think it's great to have
Well, what
coaches.
most people won't get is the one thing that you said in there, and let's just really focus in on that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis, you met Dennis, and Dennis, the first day you met him, gave you homework. That naughty word called work. Remember we talked about that in the first section, okay? Remember, most people don't want to do that. They want the easy street, but it took work. So the thing that I guess inspired, because Dennis and I talk a lot, the thing that inspired to keep going and keep going and keep going with helping, and building what has become, you've become the productions arm of the GCS network. Mm-hmm. And what has been the driver behind that is when we give you the homework, you do it. Doesn't ask questions. The next day, it's done. If you have a little delay because there's a cost or whatever involved, you figure it out and you get it done. And that's part of the coaching and the mentoring that a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people have come and said, "Hey, I want to be an Olympian. I want to be a Super Bowl player. I want to do all this stuff," but they don't want to do the work. And you give them the first bit of homework, and you can tell because they don't come back.
Yeah.
And either that or they come back and they got 101 excuses as to, well, my dog ate it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got a few minutes here. Go ahead and finish that thought.
Okay.
But we got a few minutes to close it out. So I apologize for interrupting.
No.
Go ahead and finish that thought.
Yeah, no worries. I was just going to say, and we can definitely close out on this. It's just great. When I was in high school, my economics teacher, Mr. Evans, he always told me, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And so when that opportunity comes, if you're ready for it, it's time for you to get lucky.
And one of our coaches here, Brendan Bouchard, always makes a point of reminding everybody that when you knock on that door of opportunity, don't be surprised when work answers. Okay? And it's not going to be the easy work. No. It's going to be work. It's going to offer its cold, challenging hand, and you're either going to embrace it or you're going to close the door and say, "No, not me."
Exactly.
Okay, because that's the choice. You can do it or not.
Exactly.
So we're going to wrap it up, Jay. Okay. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much for
First
having
podcast of GCS Network. Like I said, I'm Brian Kaiser. Follow us on Tumblr. Follow us on Twitter at the 10X Factor. You can follow us on Facebook at GCS Network, facebook.com/GCS Network. The Tumblr address one more time is gcsnetwork.tumblr.com. I will see you in the next podcast.